shotgun in my hand, go strolling across that field of dreams to my favorite hunting stand. Daddy's dad taught him how to hunt this ground, and he passed it on to me. And come deer hunting time again this fall, that's where I'm gonna be. It's a feel of an autumn chill just after sunrise. It's the sound of the frost-covered leaves beneath my feet.
With That Excuse, Fall Pursuit is brought to you by Maston's Deer Sense. Our sense makes sense. Muddy Outdoors. Serious gear for serious hunters. Bloodsport Arrows. Put some passion in your quiver. Execute Scent Control. Feel the difference. Wheats Service and Collision. Roll in as a guest, leave as family. And MidwestWhitetail.com, the original semi-live online hunting show. Hello, and welcome to another season of With That Excuse, Fall Pursuit. We are so excited to be with you again for another season of great whitetail action. In this first episode, we've got a whole lot of work to do today. I've got my son, Will, with me, and we're on a property that's very close to our house, and we sure do have a lot of work to do. So we want to invite you to come along as we do this work. Today we've got trails to mow, stands to hang, others to just go check and readjust, and finally we're going to put out some trail cameras today to start taking some inventory of the deer that are on this property. So come along for what should be a great day of work. So one of the things we want to talk about today is how can we make our habitat that we're hunting on a little better, even when we don't have a lot of permission to do a whole lot of things like food plots. Last year, Will harvested a buck right in this inside corner back on November the 2nd. This is a great property, but as you can tell, the landowner really isn't doing anything with the property at this time, but I do have permission to mow trails, and that's about all I have permission to do is hunt and mow trails. So one of the things that we have done is just taken advantage of that. A deer is no different than you and me. They're going to try to follow the path of least resistance. So by coming in with our zero-turn mower, mowing these trails off, mowing an area around our inside corner where we have our stand set will greatly enhance our opportunities to try to funnel a deer right by that stand. So although we may not be able to do a whole lot, each and every little thing you can do can greatly enhance and tip the scales in your favor as you approach the whitetail season. All right, folks, so now you can see what we've done. If I'm a deer, do I want to walk through this? Or do I want to walk through this area of least resistance that Will just created by taking our zero turn and mowing this off? Well, as long as we put the wind in our favor and we keep our scent out of this area, if I'm a deer, I would much rather walk through this nice low grass and this path, maybe even come in here and feed on some of this clover as I head on out into the field. The great thing for us is there's a stand right here, and should any deer come right along this path like they did on November 2nd of last year, we've got a nice 20-yard shot. This segment of Fall Pursuit is brought to you by Maston's Deer Sense. Maston's Deer Sense. Get yours today at www.mastonsdeersense.com. Well, folks, one of the things that was on our to-do list for today was to start a mineral site, put up a trail camera, and start trying to take an inventory of the deer that are using this area. Now, one thing we got to be very careful of in Indiana is we are not allowed to bait in the state of Indiana and hunt over bait, and mineral would be considered bait. So I did call my local DNR. I explained to him the situation, and we talked about this spot. And here we're definitely safe to put this. We are not hunting this area, particularly right here, and none of our stand sets that we will be hunting in. I can't even see this area from any of those stand sets. So he gave me the go-ahead to put the mineral site here, set the camera up to start taking inventory, but that's definitely something you want to be mindful of in Indiana. You don't want to put your mineral out or your bait in a location where you can access that from your deer stand. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to clear an area off to start this mineral site out. Just going to clear an area off here of about 2 foot in diameter. Just dig down a little bit. We're going to put the mineral right on top of the ground, and then I brought a 5-gallon bucket of water here with me. It's only about half full, got a couple gallons of water. We'll pour the water right in the mineral to help it seep down into the topsoil here. This mineral that I'm using is actually something that Maston's Deer Sense is testing out, and they've had great success with it last year, and we're excited to get it in our hands, and hopefully this is something that they're going to be taking to market in the near future. This segment of Fall Pursuit is brought to you by Bloodsport Arrows.
At Bloodsport, we are committed to building the most accurate arrows in the world. All Bloodsport arrows are hand-sorted and graded so that you truly get what you pay for. Great care is taken to perfectly match our components with each shaft. While other companies count success by the number of shafts shipped out the door, we count ours one arrow at a time.
So right before lunch, Will and I cleared out this second inside corner. This is the northwest corner now of this field, and we cleared it out. Last year we had cleared this spot out, but I had this trail a little further out. Well, it's really important that I have the trail right along this wood line, because now that we've got this little spot cleared out on this inside corner, right before lunch we put a tree stand right over here to my left. It's the Muddy Archer stand. And what we really want to do, we've got a trail coming down out of the woods here to my left and another one over here to my right. They both lead into this spot. Any deer that come from our right, we're hoping that if they funnel down into here, they're going to want to use this trail that we cut right through here to access the south side of the property. If they do that, it's going to lead them right here by this Muddy Archer stand that we got sitting in this great inside corner.
Well, today's been an exciting day. We got a lot of stuff done. It's really going to help us with our whitetail season, and we just got our last trail cam hung. And so thank you for tuning in to Without Excuse Fall Pursuit.
Dad's doing a good job, but you know, I do better because I just got the touch. And I eat like a man.
So right before lunch, we cleared out our second inside corner. Oh, I stopped. I'm sticking my shoe.